executive summary altogether, and I would remove this areas of strength. What I would have then is the major issue with your CV is this. When you're talking about work experience, there are 3 things that can go on a CV. Those 3 things are the tasks or activities that you carry out or carried out. So if you take in here, conducted internal trainings. Trainings is not a plural. You would say if English, I don't know if English is your first language or not, an English speaker a native English speaker would say conducted internal training, as opposed to trainings in plural. And so that's a bit of a giveaway, really, in terms of your language skills. So I don't know if English is your first language or not, as I mentioned. So my advice in that case would be to have it rewritten, or make sure that somebody goes over it who is a fluent or native English speaker. Now, moving back to those 3 things, you can have tasks or activities which you've got. So carried out site security reviews for new and upcoming service locations. That's fine. That's activities or tasks. It's what you do or what you did. The next level up from that are responsibilities. So if you're responsible for something and you've got some responsibilities in there, so for example, information security audit, that sort of thing, responsibilities are clearly better than if you haven't got responsibilities. Show responsibilities if at all possible, as opposed to activities and tasks. Most people will get what you do or what you did. They'll understand that. What they won't necessarily know is how good you are at doing that, which leads me to my 3rd point, which is about activities or tasks are the first one, responsibilities the second, and achievements are the 3rd, or the star element on a CV. Now, achievements coupled with benefits that you've been able to deliver for the organisations that you've worked for are what's going to make a difference in a CV. So my advice would be this: brainstorm what you've achieved and what you've delivered for organisations in the past. Focus on the value that you've been able to deliver for those organisations. Focus on the problems you've solved, the benefits that you've brought, the cost savings, the efficiencies, the increases in sales, whatever it is that you've brought to the party for the right reasons. As I mentioned earlier, the stardust, that's what's going to make a difference. When you've done that, 2-line bullet points work really well. So create 2-line bullet points. In this case, I'd be looking at 5 to 7 bullet points, detailing the value that you've been able to deliver for each of those